Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to another custom cover stream. So soon, I know. But it is time to make even more of them. I finished watching Jessica Jones Season 3. So I'm ready to make cover for that. So we got Jessica Jones Season 2 and 3. And Daredevil Born Again Season 2 had its finale last week. So we're ready to make a cover of that. And, just like last time, no way to talk about this without going through spoilers, so I will try to minimize them as much as I can. Luke Cage showed up. So we'll round this out with a Luke Cage Season 1 cover, and then the next time we get around to this, we'll start with the Season 2 cover. But for now, it's just those four. So, for Jessica Jones Season 2, we're gonna find another cover. And I've already got an idea in mind, just based on, you know, when we were looking at ones last time. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop us back over here, and we are gonna look through Alias Volume 1 again. That's what we're going back to. And I am thinking one of these ones from... There we go. The Secret Origins Jessica Jones. Arc. Which I'm realizing now only has 2 issues in it. That's okay. I think this one pretty solid. Do we have a text list? We do. Not very high quality though. Ugh, I really like. I mean, okay. Here's what we can do though. Is we can pull the trick that we pulled with that we pulled way back on Iron Man 3, which I'm realizing I didn't even do that one on stream, so that's not very helpful. I've probably done it again since then. I just don't remember exactly what. Oh wow, that's even worse. Okay. Okay. I like this one though, so I'm gonna stick with this one. So let's save these. You need to be over on this monitor. Covers. Blah blah blah. New folder. Jessica Jones. Season 2. Okay. Yes. And then let me grab that textless one as well. Much worse shape. But I have an idea. And honestly, I probably don't really need anything else right now, because we already have so many of the elements from doing this for Season 1. So, I'm actually just gonna remove this, and I'm just gonna hide that one for now. We'll pull the template back up, zoom in, and I'm gonna open up the both of these. Why is my mouse lagging on? That is not fun. That is never fun when that happens. I don't particularly see why it would be doing that. Do I just need to like clean it? Hold on. Might just need to clean up. Real quick here. Turn it off while I do this. Alright. Let's see if that has... Oh, yeah. Okay. This one's already small. And we're gonna have an even smaller one come in. It is what it is. So, what we're gonna do is actually I am going to pretty much leave that where it is. Because I like that positioning already. And then we're gonna bring the textless one in here. And it's much smaller and much worse quality. But what we're gonna do is we are going to bring down the opacity. We are gonna get these to line up by... Now, the worst part about this is you need to be, like, fucking perfect. Not super easy. Ooh. Looks like I might have that right there. Let me... Oh, oh yes, now I've got it perfect. It just needed to be a little bit bigger, and now I've got it. Move it down, yeah, move it down one, like that. Okay. Now, we're gonna pull the opacity all the way back up, and we're going to move it below here. Turn off the template. I don't need that anymore. Okay, it does look like it needs to be still moved a little bit. Having this little part on the side here is going to help me better. There we go. Now we get rid of that. We don't need that at all. Okay. And then we're just going to come in here on the original cover. Just gonna do that. Oh, haha. So there's the issue: is I did not do it very small. Let's be a bit more discerning with that. Only remove what absolutely needs to be removed, because we do need some of that underneath. Okay. Now, from the original, and yes, there's an awkward, harsh line here that will be dealt with shortly. What we need is a soft eraser. And boom, that just kind of blurs out the difference over there. It's, you know, certainly not a perfect solution, and it's not gonna look perfect because of how big the quality difference. But zoom out, mean, you could tell, but not. I mean, you know, it's better. It's better than it was. So now the next parts of this are not so shaped. So I have to, I really wish I had my drawing tablet available to me right now. I can do this. Mouse. We're just gonna kind of pull this off. Like so. Only getting rid of what we absolutely have to get rid of here. In order to keep it, in order to keep the effects of this minimal. Because it's not going to look perfect. Just due to the quality difference. But if we can just minimize the effect of it, then that's about all we can ask for. So. I feel like I am talking in circles. I think we can just chill. We can just chill for a moment while I work on that. Alright. Add here. All right. Okay. Art. And yeah. Again, not perfect, but pretty good. Here's what I'm gonna do down here. I actually think I'm gonna keep this text that says the secret origin of Jessica Jones because because this season does play into her origin a bit, but we are just gonna remove the 2 of 2 because that's, yeah, it is season 2, but there are 3 seasons, and also this is like, that is indicating what part of the arc is, and that's certainly not accurate. Alright. Smaller brush. So here's the issue with the smaller brush. Actually, that I did kind of forget about. It's much more noticeable. Just the blur, it does not does not go out as much. So we are actually going to stick with this larger brush to hide the blur. Hide the edge. to hide the edge. There we go. Here we go. I'm quite happy with that. So let's just pop that logo back in here. Let's try it with the white logo. Real quick. I should have that saved and yes, have that saved here as well. Oh shoot, I never saved this as Season 2. Let's do that before we accidentally overwrite our Season 1 cover. Okay. Okay. Let's see how this looks with the white variant. Okay, try a different position. Try moving it over. Okay. Let's put it back where it was. Oops. Put it back where it was. But let's try a drop shadow. Okay, so the problem now is Jessica is starting to not look like a real word. I'm looking at it too long. I think I do like moving it over here. Let me try the black one with the drop shadow. No, definitely not. Yeah. I think this is good. I like that positioning and such. Yeah. I'm happy with that. Let's get some colors decided here. I'm thinking that I want to come in here and pull one of these pink shades up for our background. How's that look if I do that? Let me try this lighter one. Ooh, no. Okay. I mean, usually I try to go for like a pretty consistent color palette from the... But this particular piece of artwork has no real background. Unless we go for like this, this torn papery part. I think that's the... Let's get rid of this layer. We don't need that layer. Change this to... Oh, the all caps. Okay, let's just change that to second while I'm on that. Color for that. color for this part and that part will be maybe that we take the pink on. Yeah, I think that's do we want white text on that? I think we do, yes. Okay. I think I keep the black logo on the spine, but let me see. Let me try it with that tech. Like, why is it not left aligned? Oh god, I hate you. Okay. Oh, that pisses me off. Okay. Here's how I fix that. And on the text, why would it... Left align it. Exactly where that one is. Get rid of the old one. Okay. Much better. Now, remove the drop shadow. Rotate clockwise. Okay. Yeah, it needs to be the black logo. Okay. It absolutely needs to be. Let's remove the color overlay from that, because this is light enough that the blue is fine. And then let's close these ones we don't need anymore. And let's open up one of our other twos. And the first two that I see is this one. That's just the nearest one that I saw. That's the first one I saw in the in my file directory. Because technically, Iron Man was also right there, but this one was sitting right above it, above Jessica Jones. It doesn't really matter what I grab. I just need the two. There we go. Perfect. All right. So now we need to do the back here. So let's... was this one, right? Yes. Let's keep the black stroke, but let's make text inside white. Yes. And then we need to grab the Season 2 synopsis. So I'm going to head over to the MCU wiki. Jessica Jones Season 2. Come on. Be nice to me. There we go. Or copy the synopsis. And... pop. Okay. A lot shorter. Okay. Let's look at this at 75. 75 is too big. Let's do it at 70. And let's add some more text in here. Did I spell her name right? rest of that is correct, though. Is there anything else I can say here? I mean, like, it's not terrible. I would just like a little more text on it. Excessive. What else do I put? Pardon me. Yeah, honestly. That's all it really needed, was just a couple more words there, and I just need a new image back here, and then we're good. So okay, so the problem is it's linking the words Jessica Jones and Season 2. It's like, oh, Jessica Jones in Daredevil Born Again Season 2. No, not quite. It needs to be Jessica Jones Season 2. Is this image from Season 2? I think it is. Hey, Lowry. Thank you for that first time chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? Here, maybe if I look closer. It has been a while since I watched Season 2. This looks right, though. This looks like what So, my file's over here. Don't show all that on screen, please and thank you. And we will pop that on to the back of our cover here. And Jessica Jones Season 2 will be complete. Alright. On the opacity so I can see the space that I'm working with. Line it up. Move it up. There, I like there. Select all the area outside the window to rid of. Delete the old image. Bring this one back up to 100. And now the fun part. Duplicate it. Filter, noise, no, pixelate. Color halftone. These settings right here. Okay. And then bring the opacity of that down until the original image is still visible through it. And merge down. And boom! That is the cover for 2 completed. And I know I just got started, but I have to run and take a bathroom break, so I will BRB. Alright, I am back and ready to get going on the Season 3 cover. So, make sure I save this and get an export on it. Here, my final covers folder. And then going to create a new folder for Jones Season 3. Save this like as that, and now we have an all new Photoshop file. Now, we're just going to delete underlying image there, template back up, hide the logo. We might go back to the black logo, depending on what art we go with here. But we gotta find out first. So, over to, I don't need this tab open anymore. Go back here. I think we have run dry of what we can actually pull from the initial run of Alias. We already used it for seasons 1 and 2. And honestly, I think the show itself by season 3 had pulled away from the material of the probably even in season 2. I still need to read this. I really want to read this comic. But as you can see by the fact this is grayed out, not available on the online thing, so it's a bit harder to come across. Okay, I know I just said that, but actually this cover fits Season 3 so well that I am going to open that in a new tab and keep that in mind. Maybe this one also. Not quite as much. I really like this one. Okay, glad I looked through that a bit. But we are going to... Oops. We're going to look at Jessica Jones comics. I went to Volume 1 just to show that we're not doing Volume 1, because this is like a direct tie-in to the show. Volume 2 here might have stuff I can work with. It already has the exact same logo on it, so I wouldn't even need to remove it. But just looking at these now, I'm thinking no. I mean, this would be great for like, no, not necessarily. No, Return of Purple Knight. Okay, they did a. This would have been so good for Season 1. But I do have a rule against doing, using covers that came out after the thing we're making a cover for. Yeah, not really anything to work with here. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Let's see, how well do we have? Is this an actual high quality text list? Thank you! Thank you! This series has been so hard to get high quality of the text list on. Ugh, let's get that saved. Where's my folder? There it is. And do I actually want anything from the text? No, I don't think so. So, fuck, this one's gonna be super easy, actually. That's a really good cover. I'm glad I stayed looking at that for a while. Let's leave some room for the logo to go at the top. We can remove our template. Guidelines. Alright, yes. Just drop that back into place. Enter it, I think, for this one. Yeah. Do I still need the drop shadow? Because I'd rather do without it if I can avoid it. I don't need it, and it looks better without it. Yeah. Yeah. Look! They're never this easy. They're never this easy. I mean, because fucking what? If I pull up, here, I'll pull up one of, like, the harder ones that I remember doing. The one for Doctor Strange. Look at this artwork. Look at all these things around the logo. This actually, no, this one isn't even that hard. I mean, I just had to draw some flames. That one was not as hard as I remember. The one that I should actually show off is the Ant-Man one. That is one I had to fucking do so much work on. Because look at all this shit. All this shit behind the original logo. It's covering part of this phone. There's some ants over here. There's all this texture on the table. The phone's cord. And then look at this. I had to, like, get ants in here. What the fuck is... What am we listening to? What the fuck is that? I can't do that. I can't do that. Let's pull up something else. Okay. This'll work. I had to add all those ants there. I had to get, you know, fill in the texture parts. I had to draw an entire key. Get the chord in there. I mean, and you'll see. Actually, I'm gonna remove the logo off of this. You'll see I did the absolute minimum necessary to get it looking right. I was like, the original logo is gonna cover that. I do not need to remove that. So I put a lot of fucking work into some of these. And then this one, boom, it's ready to go for me. That's fucking great. Especially because the original, I mean, it has this space for the issue number, and I usually would still include something denoting the issue number somewhere. However, the reason I haven't been on the Jessica Jones one is because it's in a banner style up at the top. And I already have a banner up here denoting the season. If it was like a corner box right here, I would also, like, I'll pull up another example. My Daredevil Born Again Season 1. I'm gonna need this open anyway, because we gotta move on to Season 2. Right here. I have this up here, but then I also made this say one. I'm just gonna leave that open because, oh, no, I won't. I don't need to clutter this, because I will need to open other things. Okay. Tangent over. Let's get back to finding good background color. Also name your layers, people, so you don't lose your place. Yep, I'm happy with that for that color. And then I want to pull one of these for the banner. Let's try that. Ooh, yes. Keep forgetting to all caps that. Okay. That's the front fucking done already. Amazing. Let's move over to the spine, where I am going to in that black again, because we have a little bit of a darker color here. Make this say 3. And we're gonna drop a 3 right there. So let me find one of these that has a 3 on it. That'll be, just pop open Iron Man 3 here. And actually this I can show an example of how I had to do this before, the same way I just did on Jessica Jones Season 2, is I have 3 of these right here, actually. We have the original cover here, and then I popped the textless over it, but the textless wasn't even worse quality, I just didn't like how it lost its vibrancy. So I then popped that back into place and did that with it to give it that. So, anyway, the real reason I came over here was just to grab this layer that says 3 and put it in place. No need to resize it when I already have it perfectly sized for the template. And onto the back. That. Actually, I am going to make the stroke time. Yes. And back to MCU Wiki to pull the synopsis. Read. Did just finish watching recently, finally, so I was able to do this. I didn't want to do it without having watched the season. What themes to go? I did not care for it as much. I think it's definitely the weakest of the 3 seasons. I wish that the villain was more, relevant to her. He's kind of just some dude. I mean, like, yeah, he sucks and a hero should step in, but, like, it doesn't make for... I think the Hellcat stuff should have been a larger focus, honestly, because that's the more... what's the word I'm looking for? That shit mattered more. There's not enough text in here to fill this up, so we're gonna just add some more... And a good way to do that is to add actor names in parentheses. Name. Rachel Taylor. That's an interesting spelling of Rachel. Okay. In fact, I'm just gonna click on that and make sure that that's absolutely spelled correctly. Typo on this page. And it is. So, I can't think of much else to add to the text here. Here. I don't know if that actually did much for me here. I want one more word up here, because these, the space between words. Hey, Greg! That's okay. Only missed one cover. See it at the end. Or I can pull it up now if you really, really want. This one has been super fucking easy because I actually found a high quality text list and it was like the easiest one I've ever had to put together. Just trying to find some more words to add to the synopsis here on season 3. Oh. Just trying to make it a little longer. In this final season, how about we do this? Yeah, that's good. That works. Sorry, I just got an important text from my mom. Give me one moment to read over this. Okay, I will on to that later. Okay. Thank you for your patience. We need a new back image here. So see what we got. Fuck. No, that's definitely a season 1. I was like, I used this for season 1. Is this really from season 3? No, it's not. I like this one because I think the lights are gonna do something really fun with the formatting. Impersonal? Go right ahead, Greg. Give me one moment. I need to go look at something. Okay, never mind. It's fine. I realized what it was. There's just a sound outside, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And then before I even checked, I realized what it would be. I don't need more. Whoa! I've never had it open like this before. Just open it. Just open the image. Bizarre. Would that I could, Greg. Would that I could. Alright. move it up a bit. Cut off the top of her head a little bit. I want some of what's right there to be in the frame. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay. Duplicate. Didn't do as much fun stuff with the light as I thought it would, but it's still good. Still good. Okay. Okay. Alright, and that's Jessica Jones Season 3 done. Oops. No, it's not. This is not in all caps. Thought I fixed that already. Okay. Yeah, that's the Season 3 cover done. That is... Wow. Already 2 done. And not even live for an hour. I guess this will be a short stream. Unless one of these other ones takes up a lot more work from me. Okay. Let's get going on Daredevil Born Again Season 2. Yes, yes, yes. Let's open the Season 1 file here. And save this as into a new folder. Bum, 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 bum. No. Greg does not. Greg has visited. Greg does not. No, it's just a joke. Greg has been here before, though. When we did a very, very fun stream together. Alright. We're gonna turn this into a logo for Season 2. So, let's remove all of that. Pull the template up. Hide that away. And let's figure out what we want for Season 2. So, actually, if I can look at what comic cover I already used for Season 1 real quick, that was Daredevil number 597. Right, because that's when they were doing the like legacy thing where everything went back to Volume 1 and they used the complete legacy number. Right. That was a weird... Yeah, the legacy event was weird. But I think I want to stick with that story arc, because Seasons 1 and 2 are... That's useful. That's useful to have that as a separate tab. Because Seasons 1 and 2 are... same. Story arc. So... What number was that again? $597. Okay. Right there. All right. Let's take a look around at what we got here. I mean, this Muse stuff, these Muse like related covers, so good. Not really a part of season 2 here. Actually, if I could go for, I know I just said I'm like want to stick with the same arc, but or like the same era, but something with the black suit. He has the black suit right here. Unfortunately, Echo is not here. Luke Cage is cameo. Ooh. This is not a bad option. This is not a bad option. Yeah. Let's look at what else we've got around. Even though it's not the black suit. I was just saying I want black suit, but that's still good. I have this one. I just picked up that issue because I saw Spider-Man on the cover. This is a good choice as well. I like this one even more than this one. Yeah, this is my current pull on this. Let's see. Probably for season 3. I think yeah. I think there's no. Well, I've reached the bottom anyway. Yeah, I want this one. I want it to be this one. So let's grab text and textless. Here's the text. Here's the textless. And then what I also need is I need that box without the, I mean, I guess now I can just, yeah, that's all I need. Let's get the textless one in here first. God, I actually have to shrink the image down, not make it bigger. Such a rarity. Okay. All right. And then what I want to get the one with text in here. Yes. Just to put the corner box in. All I'm doing. Okay. All I need from you is not even all that. Select inverse, delete. Not even lined up right. Well, that's the original, so like look, that shit's not lined up. All right. Copy cover. I don't know why I did it the way I just did it, but whatever. Works, it works. There we go. Get the cover logo back into place. And I'm thinking bigger on this one. Yes. Maybe spread the drop shadow a bit more. Or not spread side. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright. Gotta change up colors here. I mean, fuck it. Let's just like invert it from the season 1 one, right? Has the black suit on also. Yeah, that works pretty well. Let's pull up one of these reds off of his suit for this part. Maybe a darker red. But I pulled this one, so let's go for that shade down there. Yeah. I have to run to the restroom again. I'll be right back. Alright. Hello, hello, hello. I return. Get this. God damn it, I did the... Why is it like that? I could have sworn I left aligned these. I mean, I can just do the same thing again. Just really annoying. Hi, Leslie, baby. You jump right into my... Okay. Here's the old one. There we go. Need also is see. Okay. Put on my headphone cord, please. So I can just copy this from here. And you know what? Even though it was originally misaligned, I'm gonna fix it because that's really bugging me. I'm gonna merge that down. We're gonna just fix it. Okay. Merge that down again. Gonna move it down here. Oh, hold on a moment. I see what's just happened here. Ahem. Let me deal with that real quick. There we go. Solved. Okay. And boom. That issue is solved as well. All right, let's get the back done now. Now that I'm looking at the, I'm gonna pull a different red. Still a different red. Let me try this one. That is not different at all. That was the exact same shade. Color theory. Let me try this one. I like that one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's get a synopsis here. Happened. Okay, I don't know why season 3 came up when I specifically searched season 2, but okay. spell that right? Okay. Cool. Yes. Cool. Let's do this. Image adjustment. Invert. Perfect. Alright, let's get something for back here now. I closed a tab I didn't want closed. There it is. Okay. Yeah, I think it's this one. I think it's this one, yeah. Okay. Ooh, a little small. Nope. Not what I meant to click. There we go. I mean, this one's doable as well. I like it. It reveals some of the red, and I mean, and it runs parallel to what I did on season 1. Yeah. God, I hate when it does that. Okay. Whoa, that's huge. Nice. Okay. Okay, what I forgot to do first. Okay. Okay. Where am I right now? There I am. What is this? Is this from? It's from Club Penguin. Okay, that's what I thought. I just didn't remember the specific use case of it. Yeah. Cool. Yay, Greg. For both things. Hooray. And also hooray. I just finished another cover. I have been moving fucking fast today. Which is fine. You know, if they're just gonna be simpler, they're just gonna be simpler. I mean, the most work is on the front cover. And if there's just already a good textless version of the cover I'm using, then that's most of my work done for me. So, yeah. But now, actually, well, another large part of my work is finding the cover I want. Which I do not, going into this next one, the search might might be a bit longer on Luke Cage season. I'm going into this one with no ideas on what to use. All the other ones I already had ideas on. This one, I don't know. And it might be really hard because most of his comics are going to be Heroes for Hire, and Iron Fist is not here. Maybe on season 2 we can, use a Heroes for Hire cover. But on season 1 we have to just go with Luke Cage, which might be a little harder. Here's what I'm gonna do first: is I'm gonna open the I'm gonna open the Jessica Jones season 1 back up and save this as Luke Cage. Oh, Greg, how could you? Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Luke Cage season 1 now. Alright. Let's figure out what we want here. Let's just do like Luke Cage Volume 1, right? Alright, well here's our first issue. Here's our first problem, is that this was done to go alongside the show. So, it's gonna be... So, what I should actually look at is Power Man, Cage, and Cage. I can look at early Hero for Hire, because it was a solo book for a bit. It was Hero for Hire, and then got renamed as Power Man, and then got renamed again as Heroes for Hire. So I could look closely at some of these. Let me do that real quick. But the classic costume, something that's not really utilized. Not that that stopped me before, but whoa, they had changed her up quite a bit for the show, huh? Wow. Let's see. Yeah, probably none of these. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, let's look at Power Man here now. This one's not bad. We'll just have to crop out where it mentions Iron Man, but but he's not on the cover, so that's a little bit easier. Let's look at what else we got. Pardon me. I'm really leaning in over here to look closely because I don't want to get on all of them. And then Power Man and Iron Fist is not what I need. So let's look at Cage here. Okay, Cage can be stuff that I use, possibly. Although none of these are really speaking to me either. So yeah, I think we're going with this one. Yeah. Alright. Oh, and it's... Oh my god, what a gift. What a gift. What a high quality image you have graced me with, Marvel Wiki. Thank you so much. Alright. There we go. And then it already has that one in there, but what I do need to figure out is the month. Good enough. We go to the episode guide. September. I need a September issue. Okay. Let's find overdated September. Of course, you're only doing other month. So, just do September 1974. Okay, that doesn't work that way. Here's what I will do. I'll go here. This. And move up to September. Alright. Now give me something really high quality. Give me this Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, that should be... No? Alright, give me Avengers. You have a high quality of this Avengers cover? Oh. Captain America? Better. Captain Marvel? Probably not. No, Captain Marvel, of course, they have better. We'll go with that. I'll save the Captain Marvel cover. Go. Alright, and then what I need is... logo. Transparently. Bigger? You have... Why do I keep accidentally clicking medium when I want to click large? Oh, yes, that's what I need. Okay. Stop. Stop doing that. Okay. And I don't think I need anything else for cover, so let's get back in and just get started with... Okay, what I'm seeing right now is this edge. And what's going to make this easier for me is if I just crop this out of here now. Like so. Okay. I just like this positioning already. Okay. Let's get going here. Let's do a new layer. Go cover up. Actually, before I do that, oh shoot. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Okay. Alright. Get the 1 pixel. Where is it? 2. Just that much bigger. Down after doing that. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's grab this color and make that our background. Very good. Let's get in here and get rid of some of this. All right. If I only had my drawing tablet of it, that would be a huge help right now. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make myself a circle. No fill. Give it that. I just want to position this. Circle that, yes. Around it. And this is just to create a guideline. Yes. On the screen back up. Oop. Smaller brush. That. These are also. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now. Do that. Okay. Get back to this layer. Boom. Okay, get rid of that. Phenomenal. I'm happy with that. Okay. Bigger brush. Get rid of more. brush. No, let me just focus on these actually, because that's I'm gonna make just coming in with the bigger one and clearing out the rest. Done. Detail work first, and instead of trying to do it at the same time. Is that all? Is that all I needed to do? Yeah, okay. Cool. Then it's bigger brush time again. Yeah, she screamed and screamed and screamed at me. Like every day. That means she loves me. That out of there. There we go. All right. Easy peasy. Let's get the logo on here. Oh, that was beating it. We played the full story of Lights Camera Action, Greg. That was the entire game that we did. Oops. All right. Too big. Okay. I think I would like, I mean, yeah, this is perfectly sized to take up this space. Perfectly proportioned. So all I need to do is move these rocks to the front. So gonna be the quick way to do it, and then we can deal with the details of it later. All right. Ooh. Copy. These are rocks. Okay. Put that in front of the logo. Ah, yes. Okay. And then just erase what I need to off of this. Okay. Get back to a hard brush. perhaps use smaller. Again, my drawing tablet was a lot nicer. But I don't know where the cord is for it. Oh. Just deal. I genuinely think Tomodachi improved my... Just with the way fucking you only have one layer to work with when you're drawing shit. All right. I am having fun. Yes. Also, hello. We are getting... Here, I can zoom out and show you what we're looking at so far here. We're already on the last one for the day. The other ones have been a lot easier. This one is the first one to like have some real necessary detail work, which I'm kind of glad for, because we were kind of maybe moving a bit too fast before, and it was going to be a very short stream. But now I have plenty of time to work on this. So... if I do that... No, I'm actually going to leave. No. Gosh. Ah, there we go. I'm Leslie. Back in my lap you go. Okay. That was... Yeah, I think that was good. Leslie, don't chew on that. It's not for chewing. Just sit down. Don't chew on that either. You have to go. You're just chewing on shit. Alright. Alright. Yay! Good job, Greg. Alright. Break the brush time. Good. Okay. Brush again. Absolutely gonna be games you play to some degree, but of course if they don't remember for logging. Yeah, that is why I didn't bother going quite as heavy with it as you are. Okay, that is edge of that right there. Okay, so that is better. Yeah. Cool. Cool, we're getting there. All right. I'm glad these have black outlines and these are dark colors here, because I think that is also helping quite a bit with the with making these parts blend into each other better. Like, if it got in front of any of the yellow, it probably wouldn't. Like, here, let's see. Oh no, fuck it, I'm still doing good, even with that. Okay. No, I'm just doing a good job here. Oops. And then I start erasing from the wrong fucking layer. Okay. All right. I'm gonna stretch my wrist. Moment here. I'm gonna stop and a wrist stretch. There we go. Okay. Back to work. Oof. Okay. Awkward. There. It's fine. What is that yellow? That is... Okay, that's part of his shirt. So we should stay behind that. Yeah. Okay. So you can hang out as long as you don't chew on everything. Okay, baby. All right. Oh, I love you too. Oh. Leslie, what are you doing, baby? Trying to chew on things again? Chewy. You're chewing! Be gone! Her dastardly schemes have been thwarted once again. Should I just get rid of that? Yeah. Okay. I didn't mean to slam my mouse down there. You are not allowed. You have been banished from this realm. Until you stop chewing on my thingies. What are you doing? You're such a kitty. Okay. You can't come up here, you will just chew. I love you too, babe. Not falling for it again. He gave you a second chance. Oh my god! She fucking came up under me and pushed the bottom of my wrist. Ugh. Maybe she wants to leave. Maybe she wants to leave. Hold on. Get up. Leslie, are you trying to leave? Are you trying to leave, baby? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Like the opposite of Splatoon? Yeah. Anyone else remember when people were I didn't actually watch any of this, to be clear. I just heard about it happening. But people were playing Splatoon, but they were chroma keying their streams. They were streaming this. They were chroma keying their streams to their opponent's color. So whatever space their opponent took up got chroma keyed out, and behind it, they would they'd have porn going. So essentially, the stakes were, if they lost too bad, they'd break TOS.
Am I your only one?
I.
Guess you're still my only one.
Fucking wild shit.
If you need more,
Okay, the lyrics.
just get some.
The lyrics throw me off. I lose my focus when something comes up. Let's switch to this one. Play Splatoon for no... Not really. Not particularly. Alright. No, I got my fill of Splatoon. I really did. I had fun with it. I had fun with Splatoon 2. I was pretty excited for Splatoon 3. And then I just didn't get into it, and I realized it's just because I already got what I wanted from it. I already got what I wanted out of it from 2. And so I didn't really need another one. Alright. I'm just gonna try something real quick here. Oh no, because that... Okay, no, we'll keep it. I actually might even just... I know, after all that, I might just move it up a little bit. Negating some of that hard work I just did. Alright. Cool. That looks pretty damn good. That looks pretty damn good. I'm happy with that. Let's get... I think I'm actually gonna pull the yellow for this. Let's see how that looks. A little bright, actually. A little bit of an eye strain. Have that much of it in just a solid rectangle, not broken up by anything. It's the same color, but that looks a lot better. Yeah. That's a lot better. I just pulled that off of the gun here. That's a much better yellow. Okay. So, now what I need is to mess with the corner box here. So... There be a copy. Issue number. Go ahead and center that over. And then come back into this layer. Select this sheet. Boom. Alright. Now what I need is the September. Remember. And all I need now is September. Really zoom in on the crotch there. Alright. Alright. Okay. That is the front done. Nice, Greg. Okay. Now, the spine, all I need to do here is duplicate, edit, transform, clockwise. Whoa, that looks weird. Kind of trippy. Get it over here. Size, that's the one that's already there, and align it like so. All right. Cool. Got that. Got the spine done. Now for the back. Let's get this. Let's grab the grab the synopsis. What happened? Okay, there we go. Okay, we've got... Okay. I don't want to make this text any bigger than 75. But we've got to add some text here. Did I spell his name right? I did. Formatting of that. That's better. No, I'm going to turn that. There should be a comma. There we go. Cool. That works. You did. I think you did. Let me double check that this is also mature. It has to be. Actually, there's no way it isn't. Yeah. Okay. So let's get... Oh, I love this one so much. I love this frame. This is one of my favorite frames. I'm going with this one. I'm going with this one, yeah. Alright. I have too many things open. Let's close these up. Alright. Alright. I meant delete, not... There we go. I want to duplicate this one. And... that there. Whoa! That's really trippy with that color palette, specifically. Yeah. All right. Let's get that there. All right. Let's get the rest. Let's get them out. We're done. Let's get them all out to look at before we leave. Good Jones season 2. Good Jones season 3. Daredevil Born Again season 2 and Cage season 1. All right.
4 bits.
Thank you for the 4 bits, Greg. All right. So, Jessica Jones season 2. Can I be any closer or no? It cuts it off just a little bit. Yes, it was things I had recently had open in Photoshop, which will probably now all be files related to this stream. There's Jessica Jones season 2, Jessica Jones season 3, Daredevil Born Again season 2, and Luke Cage 1. So.
Okay.
Stretch! I was just about to do that anyway. Wahoo! Oh, good stretch, good stretch. Alright. Let's look at those again. Jessica Jones season 2. There. Hold on. Hold on, I gotta get a. Okay. I mean, that's part of why I do it, because I need to get another set of eyes on these before I declare myself done here. No, it's still a little... Okay. I'm gonna zoom in fucking as much as it'll let me here. Because that's what? A single pixel? Yeah. So just do that. And my problem is solved. Okay. Yes, I would like to over that. Okay. Go. All right. Oh, okay. What are we doing? What was that? Okay, that was weird. Do not think that there's somehow. Okay, no, it's just kind of. It's fine. All right, so Jessica Jones season 2, Jessica Jones season 3, Born Again season 2, Luke Cage season 1. All right, I'm pretty happy with all of these. I think, let's see. I think my favorite of these is Daredevil Born Again season 2. Even though this one took like the most work, this cover works so good. It works so good here. I just love it. Just love it. Yeah. But I'm really happy with all of these. I've had some of these I've had to do lately. Not too lately, but you know, every once in a while. Where I'm just struggling to find a cover that fits anything, and it's just like, it technically works, but it's, yeah, I'm not super happy with it. This, I am really happy with all of these. I think they all have all turned out pretty damn good. I can't really find anything to complain about with any of them. So, we're gonna close up Photoshop here. We're gonna close up all of these tabs that we don't need anymore. We are going to find someone to raid. Yeah, let's raid Max again. Max is still helping out with Big's fundraiser. Alright. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you, everybody who came by, whether or not you interacted. It is always appreciated. And I will be back Friday for what should be the Death Stranding finale. So I hope to see you there. Until then, give Max some love, help Pig out if you can. And enjoy, what is this? Gamble with your friends. Let's go gambling! Alright, bye-bye!